Oh yeah.
This is the funny bit. And it's funny because none of us know what's going to happen yet. This beginning bit sometimes reminds me of being a child and coming downstairs on Christmas Day and seeing all the presents wrapped under the tree. And standing there and just looking at them. But not having opened any of them yet. Just looking at them and looking at the shape of their packaging. And still having that hope that there might be something good inside. Other times, this beginning bit reminds me of when I'm about to write and I've got a blank piece of paper and I haven't written anything yet, but I'm about to start writing my shopping list and it has that potential to go anywhere, to become anything. This situation here tonight has a very particular potential to go anywhere, to be anything, because of the supposed lack of rules. And that openness can be liberating, but it can also make it difficult to know how to make decisions, just knowing what to do. Usually when you do a job, you work to a set of expectations, usually predefined, and that doesn't just apply to making things like cakes or buildings. It also applies to other forms of art like comedy. If you'd come here to see comedy, I would at least know that you wanted me to make you laugh. And although there might be an infinite number of ways of me going about that, it would at least be a start. But here, I don't really know what it is that you want from me. And so it makes it difficult to know how to begin. What I think might be best to do this evening, to proceed, is to establish what the expectations are in this room of you, the audience, tonight, and I'll write them down in a list. And then I'll try and respond to each of those expectations for the rest of the show. So I think what might be good to find out is like why you came tonight, or what it is you hope to have gained by the end of this performance, or maybe something to have lost even. But I'll just start by asking you, I'm going to write it down in this book. I'll just start by asking a few of you. Can I ask you if you have any expectations of this show?
I think it has lots of potential. Contact info.
Contact info. can I ask you if you have any expectations? Do you come and see theatre a lot, or performances?
No, not really. We're just visiting, came to be entertained.
Is that an expectation?
Yeah. Just what makes you tick?
You want to be entertained, or to find out what makes me tick?
In both.
Both. That's two. Hi, can I ask you if you have any expectations tonight?
Sure. I would like to see you be moved.
See me be moved. And how about you? Do you have any expectations of this show tonight?
I guess I'm kind of hoping to laugh, and it has happened.
To laugh. And how about you?
I thought there might be snacks.
Snacks.
Like food.
And how about you?
I think I'd like to learn something new.
Learn something new. Is the answer on your phone? Do you have any expectations of this show?
I actually didn't have any expectations of this show.
No expectations. And how about you?
Tell me something about your mother.
Something about my mother. Can I ask if you yourself have any expectations of this show?
I only expect the artist to express themselves.
For me to express myself. Okay. I'll read those back to you. What you expect from this performance. You expect contact improv. You expect to laugh. You expect to be made to think. You expect to be entertained. You expect to find out what makes me tick. You expect to see me moved. You expect food. Snacks. You expect me to express myself. And you expect me to tell you something about my mother. I'm not gonna go through in order. You expect to learn something new. We need a way of working this one out. I would suggest what's best is for you to tell me everything you know. And then when I've got that down, then I'll do something new, and then hopefully you'll learn something from that. So if you just want to start shouting things out, then I'll do.
I know how to make risotto. I know how to make risotto.
A cow has 4 stomachs.
I know a lot about cricket.
I can speak French.
French, yeah.
I can do a cartwheel.
I know a little bit about mixed martial arts.
About
Mixed martial arts.
I know about contact and I know how to sword fight.
I know who the Prime Minister is.
Oh.
would you say that's everything? I would say it rules out quite a lot of stuff. Okay, well, something new then. Erin, can we have the screen down? And Shauna, could you play video 3?
The animals need only release their eggs and sperm, and the water mix the two together. On dry land, that couldn't happen, even for the most moisture-loving of creatures. An individual slug carries both male and female organs, but even then, that was of no help. Each had to both give and receive. Somehow or other, pairs of individuals had to get together, and the ways they have evolved in which to do so are quite extraordinary indeed. Some of them are almost beyond imagining. The leopard slug, you might think, has the simplest of habits. Maybe, but not when it comes to mating. When an individual is looking for a partner, it gives its trail of slime a special taste that advertises the fact. Another, if it feels the same way, will detect the invitation and start to follow. The pursuer, to confirm that it's there and ready to mate, gives the pursued a nibble. The leader heads upwards. An overhang is what's needed. The underside of a branch will do very nicely. The two start to circle one another more and more closely until they entwine. For an hour or so, they continue to wind themselves around one another. Then, suddenly, the pair release their hold on the branch and start to slide downwards on a rope of mucus. Now, in mid-air, they move to the next stage in their pairing. Each everts its male organ from just behind its head. These grow longer and longer. Then they too begin to entwine. They fan out to form a translucent, flower-like globe. And now, at last, sperm passes from one slug to the other. The transfer is complete. Each has been fertilized. Finally, their strange balletic relationship comes to an end with a bump.
Okay. You expect me to tell you something about my mother. My mother has got brown hair. You expect food or snacks. Maybe I can combine this with something that you can do for me. It's actually my birthday today, and I'm visiting here from England for the week, so I don't really know anyone here, apart, well, you, I've met you, and I was wondering whether maybe you could sing happy birthday to me. And then in return, well, just one second. Yeah, so this is a bit, I guess this is effectively like my birthday party. So if you could sing happy birthday to me, maybe I can light the candles, maybe someone could come on stage and like give it to me, and then I'll share it with you all. We can eat it together. Could I have a volunteer to maybe just hold it? Okay, so maybe I just go off stage and then come on, and then when I come on you can sing me happy birthday. Oh yeah, my name's Sean. My name's Sean.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sean. Happy birthday to you.
Wow, thanks so much. I don't know how you mean. Okay, I'll make a wish. I don't have any knives or plates, so maybe I can just pass it around and you can just take a bite of it if you want, and if not you can just pass it on.
That cake.
Okay, so the next one. You have no expectations. I guess that didn't really work full power, did it? Because you had the cake. Okay. So to express myself, okay. I guess there's many things I could express, many different things that I feel are important. One thing I would say is that I'm tired of performing at these festivals. Just all these festivals where there's performance after performance and no one really cares why they're here. They're just here to have a nice time, maybe get a bit drunk, but no one really cares, you know, you just laugh along at the jokes and the costume. But I spent so much time, you know, putting this together, but it's a waste of time, I think, because I don't think you care. I don't think you know what you want, and I think after this performance you won't know if you were better off or worse off for seeing it. It's not important, this, you know. This is just a distraction, just a way of spending time. That's it. That's the point of the performance. I've lost my pen. Okay, the next one on the list contact improv. I don't know exactly what that is. I'm assuming that improv is short for improvisation, and I'm assuming that contact is something to do with bodies touching each other. And this is tricky because you expect to see contact improv, and so I feel like I have to do it, but I don't know if you can do it on your own. But I'm just so like touching, improvising, and making contact. So Okay. The next one is, you want me to make you think. That's tricky, to make you think. I can suggest, maybe I can just share some of the things that are preoccupying me at the moment, and then I guess that's more of a choice about whether you want to ponder on those things, like just interesting starting points to start thinking about. So something that's been on my mind lately is, why is it that women don't grow their beards? Any of them? Another one would be, what is charisma? It's tricky to pin down, that one. Maybe that's enough just to start you off. Okay. You want to be entertained. You expect to be entertained. That one's hard, that's a hard one. No. It's really difficult. It's really difficult. Maybe I have to leave that one unfulfilled. I don't get to cross it off the list. I'm going to move on to the next one. The expectation that you'll find out what makes me tick. I think that's a really good one. I've been thinking about this question a lot, you know, if it was asked to me. And I think it's a really difficult question. But I think that if I had to answer, it would have to do with something to do with the person on stage doing something that they really wanted to do. Like being really invested in what they do. And I think that's quite vague, and I think it also can be quite subjective. I'm not always sure if my experience of the person on stage doing what they really want to do corresponds to the fact that they're doing what they really want to do, but it's a feeling you get, I think. So just then, while the video was playing, I was trying to think of what it is that's making me tick at the moment, you know, that what I'm really enjoying doing. And I'm reading this really great book. Actually, I was just reading it before the show. I'm just gonna get it. It's called Remainder by Tom McCarthy. And it's a really great book because it's about this man who's had an accident, loads of stuff's fallen on his head, and he's been given quite a lot of money, £8 million in compensation for this, but he's lost his memory. So it's also about necessity, you know, what's really important to him to do with this money. And so what he does is he spends it in trying to reconstruct fragments of situations that happened before he lost his memory in an attempt to try and grow that memory to reconstruct it again. And I'm really into this book, and I thought maybe if I read some of it, because I'm really into it, you might get that feeling that I'm doing something that I'm really into. So I just read a bit, like just a couple of pages or something. That was good, it was the end of the chapter, it was a good bit. Okay. The next one on the list is, you want me to make you laugh. That was easy. I thought I was going to have to ridicule myself. Okay, and the final one is, you expect to see me moved. I was thinking when I was watching the film that what we saw earlier, I felt quite moved during that. I know you didn't see me be moved, and I was thinking what it was about the film that sort of moved me. And I think it had a lot to do with the music playing in the background. I don't know if you noticed that. There's I really love going to the cinema and just crying. I think it's just cathartic with the music, and I think music, alongside films, have that real potential to take you to another place emotionally, and it's really nice to give yourself over to that. And that doesn't really exist in real life, like that kind of soundtrack. So I was I guess there are some films that I have been particularly moved by due to the music, and one of them is Robin Hood. I'm from Nottingham in England, and that's where Robin Hood's from, so it's a subject close to my heart, you could say. And there's that film with that really good soundtrack, like it's really moving, and I always feel a bit weepy, or, you know. So maybe I could just sing you that song, and then for sure I'll be moved, because it always moves me, and then maybe you'll feel a bit moved too. I know that wasn't in your expectation. Shona, would you mind playing track 4? Look into my eyes, and you will see what you mean to me. Search your heart, search your soul, and when you find me there, you'll search no more. Can't tell me it's not worth fighting for. You can't tell me it's not worth dying for. You know it's true. Everything I do it for you. So that's all but one of your expectations satisfied. You must feel quite satisfied. Yeah, I guess that's the end, so you can just clap and